Sisks. Ready to play some cards? Elusivities. So happy you're here. Oh, hello, Pala Timberwolf. Fancy seeing you here.
Wait, can I? Yes! I found what it's for!
Happy to see you again, Emoru 100. Timber woke me up from my nap just to say this.
Testing out some various.
Archeata. So happy you're here.
Hello? 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 Hello to Sigs, hello to Elusive, hello Timber, hello Amoru, hello Arky, hello. How we all doing? I hope we're doing alright. I'm gonna play my music today. Hopefully we got the volume right. Hopefully it's good. We got our new little music thing in the bottom right. We've got a Fury vying for attention suddenly. Hi, bud. Hi. I don't know. My brain's in a weird spot. Oh, we were on the roller coaster. I remember this now. Brain is also mush. That's quite the audio. Why was that playing during the loading screen? That was weird. Anyway. Let's focus on cleaning the cars first. Are there, like, ride speakers? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, there's ride speakers. I hate them. I hate them. I hate this weird seagull noise. Oh my god. But I hope y'all are feeling somewhat decent. Can I turn off that speaker making the noises, please? It's horrible. Oh, also, I went through the trophies in this game a bit. Right? I went through the trophies in this game, and I'm missing a few. I'm missing a few, and arguably I'm missing a few important ones. So we're gonna claim some. Better off showing at the start of the song. I can't do that. I don't have a way to detect the song starting. I get what you're saying, but my choice is basically show it or don't show it. I can't make it an overall thing. I had it originally behind my head, which I thought looked nice, but I couldn't get it to line up on some of the longer name songs. So this was the best spot where I could keep it consistently showing. So. Okay, we should get a trophy if we just ride this all the way around. Well, that's going to make it really hard for me to ride the ride if you're going to do that to me, game. What the hell was that? What? What? I don't think they did. I don't think they tested it. No. That's gonna make it really hard for me to ride the ride. Stay. Okay, game, we have a slight problem. I can move. I think what's happening is I'm still being propelled upward. Um. What if I... No? No. Well, we can get a good look at the scenery at least. There's a gnome over there on top of that. So... You know, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. Manual save. Go to home base, I guess. The thing is, too, like, I don't think this is one of those, like, oh, it's a fluke, I hit a weird spot. This isn't a fluke. Because I get launched consistently. What's annoying, though, is there's a trophy tied to this. So if I do this... The second car tends to launch me a little bit. Are we okay? Are we okay this time? Cool, got it. Now what happens if I stand up? Oh, I can't even... Oh, I am... New issue! We have a new issue. Okay. We did it. Jesus. I was just trying to get that trophy. Now, where's the gnome hiding? Right, because surely there's a gnome. Other than the one we found, off in the distance. No? No gnomes? Wow. God, that was a new one, though, because, like, I knew you could get launched vertically or whatever based on things, but that... I must have maxed out the speed, and then the speed didn't reset, so I was just up forever? I'm really not sure. That was interesting. Hey, Gemmeling, I appreciate you popping by.
Amazing.
Ow.
Jemailing just subscribed to us for another month. That's 11 now.
I appreciate that, Gemmeling. And thank you for popping in. Thank you for the sub. And I don't blame you. Appreciate you. Man, to think Gemmeling hasn't even been to the spot where we time travel back in time 3 million years to save these dinosaur eggs. Gemmeling doesn't even know about the supervillain? Or the Megamind crossover? Jeez, Gemmeling. Oh. Remember, if Cam mentions a spoiler, have a good one. If Cam mentions a spoiler, it's probably not real. We're just here for a cozy night tonight. Captain Planet would be hilarious. But I am really hoping, because they're indie now, right? Because PowerWash is now an indie game where the first one was published. I'm really hoping they do... I would expect... they apparently have three crossovers planned already. But I would personally expect Cult of the Lamb. I would expect a possible Hollow Knight. In some capacity. And I'm not sure after that. But I am betting on Cult of the Lamb. Like, if I were to pick any sort of crossover they could get, Cult of the Lamb is a big one on my list. Though I would not be surprised, knowing PowerWash, if they tried to do something with Glitch. I could see them working with Glitch. Like, the fact that Glitch just did a project with, Glitch just did a project with Bunlift, the creator of, Nightmare Cart. I could totally see Glitch doing a thing with PowerWash. So, Digital Circus or something like that getting a shout would not be beyond the scope of what I could see them doing. Just my thoughts on the whole thing. In theory, yeah. But no, Cult of the Lamb gets my big bet. Maybe they do something with Peak, though Peak seems a bit weird because you don't really have a level per se. Peak is one that would not surprise me. But I am expecting a lot more indie games this time around rather than like Square properties or DreamWorks properties. Call of the Lamb would probably be your own campsite. Would be my bet, Greg's. Like that would be my bet is your own campsite in Call to the Lamb, and just having a whole like a made up campsite for it and decorating it in whatever way, and then having references to all the stuff in it. That'd be my bet. Though if it's a pack, they could also have like the lighthouse, fishing area, and things like that, right? Inside of the church. So what I know, Ceranos, is that's not a collab. From what I understand, that is not a collab. That is literally them just doing it. Unless there's been more information revealed on that. Because they also did a Iron Mouse thing and something else. They're just doing references to people. Mainly they've been obsessing over BBNO because of Bing Bong being their character. So they've just been doing references. Because they did a whole thing talking about how, what do you mean we announce we add stuff to try and get BBNO to play our stuff, and then he immediately quits. Like I don't think it was I don't think they've been working with him. Oh, they may have gone further. I didn't know they did that. Initially they hadn't done that though. I don't personally like him. He bugs me. I mean, if you like him, that's fair. I'm not going to tell you what to listen to. He bugs me though. I don't like people who do rage bait marketing and things like that, and things that feel like just lies. And he's done that, so it's kept me away. But collab involves like contracts and officiality and stuff. No, that's fair, Ceranos. It just bugs me because like very early in his rise to internet fame, he did a thing acting like he got a deal with Epic in Fortnite, which was just a lie, right? But then he even went so far as like putting a fake email down, like making a fake email saying they canceled him, and like they canceled it because he announced it, blah 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 blah. And it's like it wasn't real in the first place. He commissioned somebody to make the model and show it off, and did that. And it's like I get that it wasn't an official and it was just a joke thing, but to never make it clear that it's a joke bugs me. And people were sending hate to Epic, which I mean, fair enough, but like making it clear, like Epic could have sued the hell out of him if they wanted for that, you know, like that, like they could have sued him for defamation and won easily. It's like you gotta be a little less reckless with your jokes. Did you finally get down off the counter door? But yeah, no, I'm not saying anything that he's done is dangerous or that he's a bad influence. I just think that was a screwed up marketing stunt that I'm not a fan of, and it bugs me. But what about under the counter cabinets, Ceranos? Those are part of the counter, especially if it's an island. Nice door. Dun, dun. So, what do we all think of the new little music thing in the bottom right? Did I do a good job designing that? Did we do good? Nice and simple. I took somebody else's... just to be clear, I did not program the whole thing. I took somebody's thing on GitHub and modified it to work with my thing in the corner. So I took a GitHub thing, sliced it into pieces, placed things where they were, or used some CSS to customize the text and the placement and all that. It's not my code. I've modified somebody else's code. Oh no, Door. Are you sure they didn't give you your nuggets? Or are they hidden? Because that's quite a mistake. It goes, it goes. We've already broken the game. We already broke the game, Arcane, like in the first 10 minutes. We got stuck flying up to the sky permanently. I was right up there and I could not get down. I was just trying to get the trophy for riding the roller coaster and it decided I should fly. And I flew. And I guess I hit the hitbox on the side at the right angle that I got stuck in it. I had still moved, but I couldn't descend. Do 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 do. I'm really sorry to hear that, Door. Oh, to get unstuck, I just loaded back to the home base and then loaded back here. I didn't get unstuck. I just loaded out of the level. Then you'll be fine, Door. You'll be fine. Deep breaths. Somebody was here. I actually power washed their name away, but somebody was here. I like those Easter eggs that they put into this, but my power washer is too good and I ruined whatever the Easter egg was. Told you you'd be good, Door. Door, I love that you keep ending up on my TikTok feed, but not like your personal account or anything. Just you and Kai's videos. Hey, Artisy. There we go. Ooh, okay. Okay, so my dipping sauce of choice when it comes to chicken nuggets, when I used to get McDonald's, don't get them anymore, but when I used to get McDonald's, was I would get barbecue sauce and hot mustard, and then I would mix the two. I'm assuming you ended up kind of in a sinkhole algorithm, Seranos. What I have found, you can go into the settings and clear it, and then just then do a whole bunch of searches for things you like. Like, have it reset your algorithm, add a bunch of things to your filters for things you don't want to see, and then what you do is you go and you just do searches for, like, Hermitcraft and PowerWash Sim and Twitch, and you just focus on doing, like, all those searches, and basically it'll flood out your algorithm with those things, and then that's all it'll give you. You just gotta be sneaky. You gotta overwhelm the algorithm on it. Crab! Oh, that's another one I would expect to see a DLC of. Another Crab's Treasure. Another Crab's Treasure would be a good one. Fun fact: if you do a search for my name, you'll end up getting videos from Kai Arts because it read my name in the text in the background. Do 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 do. Doot, 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 doot. I don't even want to bother with the building. The building scares me. But yeah, aggro crab, another crab's treasure is one I could totally see them doing a crossover with. And I think it would go beautifully. Just be underwater again, like they did with the SpongeBob DLC. And you just get like a bunch of trash that's in the bottom of the ocean that you're power washing. Okay, if you see a dirty vehicle, what you write on it in the dirt is you write, "Oh, I've been such a dirty van," or "Oh, I've been such a dirty car." They'll get it clean very quickly. Or you put, "I love being dirty." You know. Do 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 do. Mix of both. Okay, Door. The question is that, okay, here's my thing, all right? I understand that people are going to draw dicks on stuff. I totally get that. What I want people to start doing, though, if you have the time to draw a dick on something and you're not, like, under extreme rush, spend the time to draw it as realistic as possible. Like, take your time on it. Make them stare at it before wiping it off. Like, make them look at it and go, wow. Really? Like, you gotta spend, like, 5 minutes doing it. Like, we're talking curly hair. We're talking you can tell whether or not it's circumcised. You gotta go all out. Okay? You gotta go all out when you draw dicks on things. That's the problem I have with kids drawing dicks on things. They're not putting the effort in. You gotta put some quality into your dick doodles, okay? Call yourself an artist. Oh, I'm such an artist. I drew 2 circles in an oblong fucking circle. Ooh, no, fucking lazy. Lazy! Hey, Rose. I might be in a weird mood. Hey, Vividus. Hope everybody's doing alright. It's just time for a chill night. I love seeing everybody's sub icons slowly changing as y'all resub and time goes on. I think that might be my favorite part about the whole new sub badge thing, is that as people do it and these things change, it really visually I look at it and I can see time passing as they change. Whereas before I didn't really know what any of the colors meant other than it's a new color. But now I'm seeing it. I don't know what they are, but I know drastically that, hey, that's a different one than this one. You know? Do 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 do. Oh, for anybody who didn't catch it in the Discord, I posted it in the Throne Alerts channel, so it may not have been noticed. The PC has completed assembly and is marked under stress testing. and benchmarking. I believe it's strength testing benchmarking was the labeling they did on it. So they do that. They optimize the fans for everything. For like $10 extra, I could make them try and like optimize the fans to be like more quiet and well like set up and yeah. So I'm hoping they ship it out by the weekend, and then I'm hoping I get it by, I guess, by Christmas. Like, all I can hope for is I get it by Christmas. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Do 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 do. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Do 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 do. It is kind of funny dealing with these leaves when like you're just power washing away leaves. You're not dealing with the leaves. You're just power washing them away. They're not being pushed. They're not being moved. That's what we need. We need to combine leaf raking with power wash. Nice, Amoru. Oh. Tomorrow morning's stream is probably going to be a bit weird. I usually try and start mine just before Cleo ends, and then I usually end mine after Cleo starts in the afternoon. But Cleo is going live sooner tomorrow, so I will probably only be streaming for about 2.5 hours instead of the 4 that we tend to get on Wednesdays. So just be aware of that if you are somebody who tunes into those. There's a whole vampires event going on tomorrow. Hey, VJ. Valid door. Oh no, that's how it should be though, Amaru. If something smells nice, it smells nice. People can screw off otherwise. I usually smell like honey or coconut. Those are usually the 2 scents. I like them. They're gentle. Lavender is also one I'm a big fan of, but yeah. Doom, doom. But yeah, I feel like this like obsession with like, oh, I gotta smell like coal. Like, why? I want to smell pretty. Every year, we end up doing kind of a blind bag thing for a bunch of people for Christmas. And my uncles tend to get me, and they always end up getting me something like sandalwood. Like, why? Who actually likes the smell of sandalwood? They end up getting me like a body wash or a soap, and it's sandalwood. It's like, this is horrible. See? Nobody likes sandalwood. That's what I'm saying. But it is just like, that's such a lazy, like, choice when you're buying gifts to somebody. Here's sandalwood every year. Like, I don't want this. I'm too polite to say I hate this. But, I don't hate it. I just, it's like, it's soap. I live in my house. It's not vital anyway. But it's always really funny because, like, at the same time, my grandma has friends who do a lot of the marketing scheme stuff and just, like, basically gets a whole bunch of body wash and soap that they can't get rid of. And, like, just gives them to us and lets us pick. And we just take a whole bunch, we all take batches of it. So it's like, you're getting me body wash as a gift when I'm already going to get body wash. And I end up getting usually a lot of, like, I think honey and apple is usually the one I end up grabbing out of the batch. Because apparently nobody wants to grab those. By the way, for those who weren't here for the skate story stream we did the other day, Blood Cultures is the band that did the soundtrack of it. So I've been vibing to that for a bit. Probably. I'm kind of actually in like a really low spot for having games that I feel like playing. That just takes a lot more focus than I have today. But yeah, no, Skate Story is definitely something I do want to do more of. Oh, no, door. But yeah, that one's just really focus heavy. And this one's just more passive, and I can vibe to it. I've also been kind of struggling with... I don't know if you can see it very well as a viewer, but my PC is struggling really hard with anything high frame rate. Even if it's just capturing it. Like, my PC is really, really suffering today. Like, I've been losing frames in this, and I want to be clear. This isn't being played on PC. This is being played on the PS5. But it is still having a panic attack over it. Because it's having trouble with the video. And I'm noticing it skip every once in a while. So yeah, PC not doing the best. I assume the graphics card is dying on it. I think once the new computer arrives and after I guarantee things are working, I'm going to try taking apart the graphics card and see how the thermal paste on it's doing. And then put it back into the computer. Like, just replace the thermal paste on the graphics card. I don't know if it'll work or anything, but that might be part of its issue. That way I can at least try and set it up over there. I did do a wattage check. My space heater is technically more wattage than my new PC will take. By a bit. So I should be able to, without using that long extension cord I got, plug both computers in. At least while I'm transferring stuff between the two. It'll be more of an issue after that, but at least while I'm transferring stuff between the two, I can have them both plugged in and running on my desk. So, at least there's that. In a good way or a bad way, Dor? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not a fan of it either. I don't It doesn't make sense to me. There's a big section of floor. Ah, it's because there's 2 sections of floor. I don't know where the line is. The line is right here. You can see by the gauge in the upper left. It wants me, so the thing stopping me is it wants me to pick these up. I don't wanna. Haha! Well, most of the leaves are at least gone now. There is a game I want to play, that I've seen, and it is a leaf blowing game. There's also a raking game. I want to play both of them. They're really cheap idle games, which means they are 100% on my radar of things once I get the new, once I get a new computer. Because, yeah. I'm also really glad that that we got the computer when we did, not just for the price hikes, but Demo Spree is coming up, and I love taking part in that every year. If you've never been to a Demo Spree event, they're a lot of fun. But it's an event that usually takes place in January, in which 3 games are assigned by publishers to check out for an event. It's usually a paid sponsorship that I get to do. I've been a part of it for quite a few years now. And I love taking part in it. I got to play Promise Mascot Agency this year. That was one I got to do. I got to play Promise Mascot Agency during that event. That was the big one. And I was really excited to play that and show that off to people. And it's a great way to start the year. I love it. I love taking part in it. It's really fun. I'll have to make a new Demo Spree timer. I've got space now in my overlay, though. I can actually put their timer wherever in my overlay. So that'll be cool. I can do a clean timer, probably up the left side of my screen, maybe, for how much time is left or whatever. Just have that there. Streamloots and stuff will be disabled during those, just to be clear. If you've never been to them. I always turn off Streamloots because I don't want people messing with games during a demo, right? But I always love seeing the devs hang out, get direct critique as I play, knowing things I've said kind of get implemented into a lot of the games, and yeah. I like knowing that devs are listening and really getting that chance to kind of, as a group, get to talk about things in games, feeling neat, feeling weird, things that I struggle with, and just having that, like, here's a live thing, hey, this game comes out in a few months or whatever, and just getting to promote those games. Oh, I thought that was a dirt spot. It's just lighting. Promise Mascot is definitely in my top 3 games that came out this year. Like, definitely. Number 1 is, like, out of indie games. I'm going to say out of indie games, because Katamari's a hard one for me to claim it's not amazing. But, like, Promise Mascot Agency, Spirit Swap, and Wander Stop, I think, are my top 3. Top 3 indie games this past year. Just because they put so much heart into those. And you could really feel how much care and love they put into it. Speaking of, for those of you who played Spirit Swap, they just did a DLC for it that added in a, post-game stuff, and it's all voice-acted, and so if you did enjoy Spirit Swap, you should probably pick it up again, and I think it was free DLC? So, just a big update for no reason other than doing it. Are we gonna fly? Can we fly? Let's find out. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, hey, we stayed in that time. Barely. Nope, there we go. Oh, are we coming down? Hey! Perfect, I want it up here. Do 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 do. There we go. Clean that. Clean that. Ding. Ugh. But yeah, no, I was thinking about it today, like, oh, demo spree's soon, and then my brain's like, oh, thank God I'm getting a new computer, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to participate. Since demos are very rarely on console. Best you can usually get is an early release of something, and even then, that's not common, so... I don't know. I'm really excited to just be able to play Minecraft, do art streams, do all of that with y'all again, you know? Ugh. Woo! Sleepy. Let's take a moment. We're gonna change up our music. I just realized Blood Culture's bio is please join my cult. Here we go. Gotta turn it up a little bit too. That was more than a little. There we go. I love weird music. What? Blood clots versus cults? Yeah, I think that's the joke. Yeah, we're here. We're just here for a chill night, right? So some music, relax, vibe. But yeah, we also get to test out that music player and make sure it keeps working. Oh no! I've fallen. Ow! Nice snow. Yeah, we're just in a musical mood tonight, I think. I love the way James 7 does music. It's such a weird vibe in the best way. I feel like it's exactly the type of music that would keep would keep cishet men away. It's that perfect level of weird to keep cishet men away. I'm not saying you can't be a cishet man and like this music, but generally, it'll keep a lot of the creepy ones away. Oh. Huh. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Ugh. I keep doing big stretch. I'm sleepy, and I'm doing big stretches and yawns, and it's just I'm drained. And somebody keeps aggressively walking towards my keyboard, and I keep got to giving him the stare down. At least he can't step on the stream deck anymore. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, more like all my joints ache, which is a combination of the cold and depression, just deciding I'm not allowed to move. Buddy. Chill. You know, I laid my hand next to him to try and get him to lay down, and now I've lost my hand, and, you know, I kind of should have seen that coming. So we're playing one-handed right now. Like, I should have known better. The problem specifically with Fury and petting him, is that if I try to move my hand, he will smack me. Ugh. He is. He gets very angry if you stop doing things he likes. Ugh. What I would love
Imoru 100. It's an emergency. I can't decide what to have for my pre-nap snack.
Chia
What should I
seed
have?
filled moss, Mari. Moss with chia seeds inside. Or a jelly filled moss nut. You know what I just realized that I can do? You know how I can throw things or whatever? I can attach sounds to when they're being thrown and make them like really, really far off if I want. Like, you know how, like, some things will have the, like, that whistle sound, like, you'll hear the woo before they're even close. I can do that. And I just realized, and I don't know why I didn't realize it before. Ding. Help. Ugh. But yeah. Ugh. It's kind of been killing me that I'm not able to actually, like, do a bunch of the updates I want to do. Like, I post things in the Discord for ideas, things I'm kind of working on, but I can't really carry a lot of it over to the channel completely because I don't have a PC that'll let me do it right now without freaking out, you know? Let me up. Tabs. I may have to end tonight's stream early. I'm way more tired than I thought. And it's kind of killing me, and I hate that. But I think, judging by the numbers right now, a lot of people are really, really sleepy. So I don't feel as bad. Ugh. It is very, very sleepy night. It's the little things, Dora. It's the little things. I think that's kind of the... That's part of why I like the power wash noise, because it is a very simple noise. I may eventually make it not power wash sounding or things like that. We'll see. I really do want to make my own font, though. I think my own font on that would be a nice touch, right? Like, I want to do... I think what I want to do is, for that, do a font that's me doing the outline shapes of letters. And then for the for regular text and stuff, be my own regular handwriting for those. And then I'd like to try and make a monospace number system as well. That's in my own handwriting. That way I have a font for each thing I need. That is just mine. That way I don't have to, like, worry about commercial use or anything like that. I can put it on random things, and it'll also feel more more painted to everything. Because I arguably, like, I have nice handwriting. I don't have, like, hard to read handwriting. I have very clean handwriting. It might not look like it's too different which is kind of nice too. So a lot of it is going to be line weight and things like that, and changing how it looks based on that and getting that right. But I think it'll be nice to have a more standardized font I can use on things. I can put it on merch, I can put it on whatever, and not have any worries. And then it'll also just be uniquely me, right? Mix that in with the fact that I want to redo my soundboard effects and make all of those hand-drawn if I can. The Final Fantasy X-2 mission complete, I think, will be the death of me doing that. Just because that'll be me trying to draw a honeycomb grid on my own. But I think it'll work. Ugh. I've talked about it before, but there are certain ones that may go away. Like the Neo Cortex game over from Crash Bandicoot 2, where Cortex head pops up, because I can't animate like that. There's no way I could do one. If it were to stay, it would have to be something I'd like commission from somebody, right? Like commission somebody to draw me doing that rather than Cortex being the one that pops up, and that's not in the budget. There's not a budget at all, which means it's really not in the budget. Okay, so there's something I want to try really quick, because we've got $5 grand. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna check. We've only bought this washer and only 2 attachments right now. But what I haven't done is I haven't gone here and gone, I want that, and that. Have I done that, I guess? Maybe I have. I thought I hadn't done that. So I should have that trophy. Then there was those ones. I'm not sure if this counts. There we go, got it. And then I think we need one for this. Each rarity of the tool counts as one. I'm actually going to go to this one. I'm going to sell off that and sell off that. And then we're going to go back up here and go, I need this one. Hey, cool. I didn't realize I didn't realize I had good enough power or good enough stuff for that. Do. But yeah. A bunch of trophies there. Go me. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to create some really cool stuff, and hopefully this year will be my year where I can actually like do some really impressive things and maybe worry less about where I'm at with my streams. Like, I know it's a long shot for me, but I'd love to double my average. Go from where I'm typically at with 20 during the day and maybe get that to 40. It's a long shot. It's not likely, but I'd feel a lot more secure and everything if I could pull that off, you know? Nice door. I'm gonna ask a silly question of you, Dor. Are you somebody who has Game Pass? Or no? Because I know there's a lot of people that have Game Pass. No, okay. The reason I'm saying that is, as a thing, just so you are aware, Game Pass has a version that includes game streaming through their website. On there is Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. So if you wouldn't need a console, you just need a web browser and a controller.
Ilo store it Goniono. It's an emergency. I can't decide what to have for my pre-nap snack. What should I have?
So, yeah. I'm not saying to get Game Pass for it, but I am saying that is an option that allows you to play it on PC since it's a Windows... It's an older version of Windows that doesn't exactly run otherwise. So... Can also play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which is one I wanted to try. But I'm not giving Microsoft my money. So we... There we go. No! Gravity! How could you? Oh, the gravity. The alligator. That's not a good G. For a sign like this, that's a horrible G, because it looks too similar to a C. You need the little piece that goes out in order to make it really clear. Like, context, I can tell what it is, but if I just saw that letter on its own, wouldn't know what it was. Yo, is that a G or a C? Don't know! A 1, a 2, a 3. Yay, snow! Everybody congratulate Snow on making it home. uh... Oh, man. I'm so sore and achy. You know, my only knowledge of Evangelion is literally through memes. I've never cared enough to watch it. It just doesn't appeal to me. Which is funny considering the animation studio behind it is an absolutely fantastic group. I mean, it was Gainax, if I remember correctly. Just never watched it. It's from the era of very slow anime. Hi, Fury. Hi. Hi, Fury. Hi. 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 Come on. Old man wanted up on my lap. There was a great meme. It was the old man yells at Cloud Simpsons meme. But it was just, back in my day, AI stood for Adobe Illustrator. And we hated that too. It's like, yes. Yeah. Barrel, barrel. Barrel, 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 barrel. Wiggle nozzle. Oh, okay, I've mentioned to y'all before how I want to do like things based on my heart rate and how I want to do weather. I was just realizing, what if I made it so when my heart rate spikes or things like that it starts to rain in the overlay as the thing? Like if my heart rate has been spiked long enough, it'll do that. But if it does it for a short amount, like it'll always start with like a thunder thing when it gets to a level. Or if it gets above a certain level, we get like thunder starts going, but it starts raining if I get stressed out. I thought it'd be interesting. The main purpose of it is to be able to do different expressions based on my heart rate and have it automatically switch to like the shocked one when it's like over 90 or something. Like the scared, panicked, everything is horrifying expression. And then maybe y'all can get me to do more workout games or VR games or something. I'm like, oh, Cam is exhausted. Like, yes, I am. I'm dying. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. When we get the new PC hooked up, I'm going to have to try and get my PSVR to work with it. Where's the pink? On top of that branch? Where? Enjoy Just Dance. I have never once in my life played Just Dance. I played DDR. Yeah. I played DDR. Like God intended. No. The problem with games like that, though, in streaming them, is that that stream will get muted. Just Dance streams will get muted. And I don't like doing streams that I know y'all aren't going to be able to watch the VOD of. That's the one thing that keeps me away from even considering stuff like that. It's like, even if you can hear me or whatever in them, it just, yeah. I didn't know there was one. I mean, I'm not surprised there's one, but I didn't know there was one. Though, granted, I didn't have an N64. So me not knowing things were on the N64, I think is completely valid. I had a Genesis, I had a GameCube, I had a PS1, I had a PS2, I had a Game Gear, I had a PS3, PS4, PS5, a Wii, a Wii U, but I never... Oh, and a Virtual Boy, and a Game Boy, and a Game Boy Color, and a DS, and a 3DS, and a DSi. But I never really, aside from, like, pre-GameCube, didn't have any Nintendo stuff. Hey, Lore. Kinda not feeling great right now. Don't know why. Ugh. Ugh. A new job is available. An interactive solar system. How fitting. But yeah, one of the things I really want to do this next year is I want to design new characters to run around the bottom of the screen, kind of, but not... I don't want to get rid of the calf binds. I like the calf binds. They're really chill. But I could, in theory, replace them, and I think y'all would be cool with my idea for replacing them. But the calf binds kind of are a bit iconic, so I don't think I will. I think they'll just be another option. But I want to create some tiny mushroom people. Because I've mentioned before, I want to design characters for my own game or whatever. And I want to kind of reference the Katamari style, and I think just doing a whole bunch of different mushrooms and making a whole bunch of them based on different mushroom styles might be the way to do it. So we just make a absurd amount of different mushrooms and put them in the overlay, and y'all can be whichever mushrooms I end up designing. Now, granted, the ones in the overlay are pixel art, so I'd probably want to stick to them being pixel art instead of drawn. And that's a conversation for another day of trying to sort that crap out, so. Like, I could just scale down my drawing so it's pixelated as hell. Who knows? That's actually probably what I'll do. I'll do that, and then I'll scale down one and then animate that, but yeah, I want to do, like, mushroom people. Just because I think that'd be fun. Ah. Oh, I did some research on Just Dance that I found really interesting. You actually have to use the mobile phone app. You can't use your own thing because they say none of the cameras are good enough on anything for the game now, which I thought was absurd. Like, what do you mean you can't use the console's camera for the console version? You have to use... It feels so weird to me. It's like, I understand, like, oh, we prefer you use this, but I feel like you should have that setting. Like, imagine having a game that says you can't use the controllers that come with your console to play it. Like, even Guitar Hero, with its, like, guitar controllers, you can still play with a regular controller. It doesn't work very well, but you can do it. Like, it should say, for best experience, we recommend using this. And it's like, okay, fair. But no, Just Dance is like, you gotta use a phone. Like, what? It's required. Like, Because, like, what if you do that and then what if you buy the game wanting to play it and then you find out you don't have a good enough phone to run the app or something? It also feels like that's something that's gonna make the game become inaccessible, right? Like, oh, we stopped updating the app and now the phone won't update the app because the game is like 5 years old and the app that it needs is like out of commission anymore. You can still install it, but your phone's like, yeah, we can't run that anymore. Like, why would you make it use a phone with software that updates outside of your control? It just feels so weird. I cannot believe that counted as clean. They are being really lenient on the rails. Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to use a phone for it. I don't think that's fair. Or I assume a tablet would also work, but like it just feels like that's a weirdly restrictive thing as far as it goes. You should at least be able to use the camera that the system recommends. Like, PlayStation has a camera. There is the PlayStation Eye that is a recommended piece of kit for it for certain things. Why not at least make it compatible with that? Oh yeah, no, and I read that, I'm like, this is weird. Fair, OBC. Bow, bow. Yeah, I'm starting to feel lightheaded. I'm not sure why. Don't quite know what's going on. Not a fan of it, though. So if that could stop happening anytime. Do do do. I'm assuming I didn't clean under the track in this spot, but I did on the other ones, which is why they cleared. Nice, OBC. Probably wouldn't be the best for me, Door. Throw one of those fish in my pasta or whatever. Get the metal out of it. Probably not. Probably fine on that one, honestly, OBC, just not ideal. Yeah, no, that would probably make things worse. One thing I contemplated doing with the music was actually making the album art much bigger. But then I realized I don't really want to have to vet all the album art. Like, I could make it look really cool. I could do the album art bigger and have it behind the text a little bit, and like this will work. This is fine. Oh. I'm sorry, Door. There we go. Okay, ding. Ding, ding. I'm not meant to be this cold. I'm an interior door. I love James VII's music. It's so chaotic, the pitch. Oh, God. Why is there a handle on that one? Why does that one have a handle? Oh, it's the bucket. Okay, that's funny. Man. Okay, I feel guilty doing this, but honestly, I am not feeling great. So I do think I need to call it. I don't know if I got like motion sick maybe. Like I feel like there's like residual motion sickness right now, even though I don't feel like this level should, or like I haven't had motion sickness in a while, but I think that's where I'm at. So I am gonna call it early, and I do apologize on that, but I think I think it's smart for me to end if that is what it is. I appreciate y'all a lot. Y'all are lovely. Y'all are fantastic. I'm gonna send you over to um I'm gonna send you over to BB Wolf. BB Wolf is playing Nier. They are wonderful and fantastic and great. They are the voice actor from Ambrosia Sky that we played a while back. They're also a floating head right now. So if you like floating head streamers, but go be lovely and fantastic. I'm gonna lay down and take care of myself. I hope you have a fantastic one. Go be kind. Go be lovely. Go be amazing. And I'll catch you all next time. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye bye.
あ、感じる。コスモを感じるわ。